Hi everyone! I hope you're having a lovely day. I am Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And today, I just realized that I haven't prepared well today for the stream, but today I'm going to continue with the main event for this patch. There's still quite a few things I have to do, mostly just a few games and a few NPCs that I still have to talk with. But you know that will take a lot of time. So let me prepare actually for today's stream. Just wait a second. Okay, now everything is fine. I still have to do the drinks and also to fly around. I really enjoy flying around, so I mean the drinks are also nice, but game-wise, I like the flying more, so let's finish with the drinks first and then enjoy the flying. So, it's going to be Varka. Yes! Okay. The Grand Master's Composite Challenge. Heavy footsteps echo from afar. Even before the broad-shouldered figure comes into view, you steal yourself behind the counter. The most seasoned drinker in Mondstat has arrived to put your mixology skills to the test. This sounds so intimidating. Let's try to make Varka happy.
Ha! So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that.
I am here as a willing employee this time. I am a hotshot mixologist no matter how you look at it.
Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch.
So lots of fire water. Are you sure those requirements don't clash? Is this some sort of test, Varka?
Of course they don't clash.
If you say so.
A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar.
Okay.
It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair.
Alright. I'll give it my best shot. I'll quickly learn the recipe and then give it a whirl.
That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Let's see. I'm still a bit sad that they don't let you kind of fail. But yeah, I told you. It will be with fire water. There was no other chance. No other option. Fizzy water and cocoa. Ooh, interesting. Cut the ingredients into small bits. Let's go. Do you think Varka will be like even stronger, please? After this drink? Shake hard. Hey. And he wants Master's Goblet L. Of course he does. And any garnish. Oh, it looks so pretty though. I mean, if you drink this, you'll probably die. But it looks so pretty. Honestly, well, maybe the vow berries don't look nice on it, but all the other ones look pretty awesome. Let's put it with lemon. Lemon slice, yeah. Thorny Lake. a classic drink that traces its origins to Fontaine's fissures. Built on a base of firewater, with cocoa adding a hint of sweetness. Its sparkling fizz pricks the palate like countless tiny spikes, delivering a lingering tingle. After rising to popularity in Fontaine, it quickly swept across the vat, becoming one of the enduring classics among specialty drinks.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Please, like it.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out.
Oh my, look at the glass. This was the big goblet, large size, and it looks like a little toy in his hand. He drank all of it.
Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes.
Excuse me. Polite? How can a drink be polite? Is this some sort of a riddle?
Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe.
He wants more firewater, doesn't he?
Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me?
That's exactly what happened. I didn't want to disappoint the expert.
Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses.
Alright, I will get the creative juices flowing. Thanks to your encouragement, I'm ready to go out all out.
Mull it over, there's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic.
Oh my, he's not even going to say it? Okay. Garden atmosphere. Drinking in a garden feels different from a tavern, right? Given the environment, why not try something with a floral twist?
Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago, when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden.
So, has Alice entrusted Klee to Mondstat simply because they already had experience with Varka and she knew that they can survive Klee as well? Sounds like you caused quite the fuss. It's hard to imagine you getting disciplined so severely, though. No, it's not hard. Some predecessor of Jean definitely did this.
Indeed. Among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Crepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me.
Who is Faru?
It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty.
Hi, Quagmire. I hope you're having a lovely day. 50 laughs is too lenient. Yeah, it might be. For Varka, it looks like he can run forever, so it might not even have been a punishment at all.
After Crepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept.
That must have been so long ago. Long before I came to Mondstat.
Yes. Good old Crepus. Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago.
Oh. Oh my hi Sivam, I hope you're having a lovely day. And dude can do 50 laps around the vat without sweating. He does look like that sometimes.
When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made.
How can the cavalry company make progress without horses? And why haven't we still seen the horses return to Mondstat? Okay, memories of mint and fine wine. Here we have Varka's memories of mint and fine wine. It's very important. Perfect. He wanted a drink with more impact, and the crispness of the mint should give it some punch. What if I replaced the cocoa with mint? Okay, I shall. Let's get straight to the point. Flaws of the current drink. Besides being too polite, are there any other issues with my thorny lake?
Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact. Even when following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste.
Do I know Diluc's real story about his father who... I think he got like a delusion, and in the end that ultimately led to his death. And I think it was right in front of Diluc. It's because the horse adeptus just got back. Horses will be added later. You know, interestingly enough, the previous live service game I played before Genshin was Guild Wars 2. And there weren't any horses there as well. What's with games and their lack of horses these days?
Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different waves as each one hits the taste buds in sequence. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder?
I think I understand. I didn't pay enough attention to these details before.
Ha ha ha. You catch on quickly. No need to explain further.
There is a comic prequel to our Genshin story. Yes, I know. I haven't read all of it. I am a very bad bookworm today. But I have seen it and I've read a bit from there as well. Tastes a bit too gentle. To be honest, as someone who doesn't drink much, I'm still a little confused. I was about to say that the traveler says that she understands, but I'm completely lost, and now I see that she was lying. Varka mentioned the impact of layering on the texture of the finished drink. He also said I was being quite tentative. Perhaps he meant the drink was too evenly mixed. In which case, I should try shaking it a little more softly when mixing. Okay. Events are often held here. Anyway, on the subject of this garden, it's become a popular venue for hosting events.
It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use.
That's a very interesting way to say this.
Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstat needs to do more to popularize the camera.
Okay. Varka missed a lot. He's missed so many festivals and major events. I'm sure Varka still feels a bit of regret. If the Grand Master hadn't gone away on expedition, He would probably have organized many events himself. I wonder how they might have turned out then. A lot more of drinking, probably. Can I associate it with this? Oh, if Varka were here, he would put more wine. I can't help but wonder, would all the events he organized involve drinking wine? Why, yes. Maybe I should ask him. Who knows? It might spark some new inspiration. If the Grandmaster organized events, I wonder how these events might have turned out if you were here and not away on the expedition.
If I were in charge of organizing events? Well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved.
Of course.
For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other.
I should have guessed. That's exactly your style.
It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences.
That sounds like a sensible rule. One shouldn't get in the way of important matters.
Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstat too, just like firewater and Smetana. These Notcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstat's households and become part of people's daily lives.
The way they pronounce this word, it just makes me... It's Smetana. Smetana. Okay? The way they pronounce Starshina instead of Starshina. It's difficult. It's difficult when you have to pronounce words that are not in your own language. I would give them that, but it sounds so awful. I mean, when I have to read the French words, I also sound awful, so I'm sorry about that as well.
Young people need to learn restraint.
They do. They do need to learn a bit of restraint. I didn't know you had that side to you. The fabled seasoned drinker's self-control.
At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like. You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week.
That's one way to do it. What is it people say? Don't believe in fables. Talked about Notcry delicacies. In the end, we discussed events in Varka's usual style. And then, the conversation turned to the delicacies of Notcry, Smetana in particular. Varka seems to have left with a positive impression of Smetana. I'll see if I can use some in his drink. And last but not least, glass on the table. This massive tankard.
Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials.
10 knights had to pay for the materials to make this? Did they use actual gold for this?
They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all.
Fair? Duel?
I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more, meat to absorb the blows.
I've never heard of this saying. I have a bit more meat to absorb the blows, no? Yeah, I guess if they have much smaller cups, it would be fair, I guess.
So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a little more than just teensy. I think you may have got your handicaps the wrong way around.
Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment.
Must have been star silver from Dragon Spine for it to be so expensive. It could be. I wouldn't be surprised.
Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties.
Wait, someone else mentioned Hazelnut 3 and 5. Who was it? Someone in this event.
At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor.
This guy is completely defeated.
I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what.
That was devious. Varka has a high tolerance for alcohol. This oversized tankard was a gift from the knights to their Grand Master. Varka seems to like it very much. Considering his well-known drinking prowess, it only makes sense to present him his drink in this tankard. Okay. Shake lightly instead, switch to Varka's special tankard, replace cocoa with mint, and replace fizzy water with smetana. Let's go. The good news is, I think I know what to make for you. Can I borrow your hammer, please?
Huh? Oh, feel free.
Get Varka a glass full of hand sanitizer. I bet he could drink even
Whatever
that.
you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Yes, Varka, don't worry, it will be so strong. You pass out, maybe. Okay, fire water, of course, smetana, and mint. Cut the ingredients into pieces of any size. Let's cut them into large pieces. I think I've never done this. And shake gently. Switch to Varka's special tankard. I think there is a bit of a difference, yeah. No wonder he wasn't satisfied with this. It's so pink. I did not expect this. Any garnish? Okay, this is the first time that the garnish, all of them, look so weird. They're so tiny on this tankard. They all look like little toys. I'll give him a star, because he looks cool. That tankard be the size of the traveler's head, yeah. Okay, this is all part of an item we received for the teapot, so I don't need to read it now.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of fire water. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it.
He likes it. I want to see him drink it. No! Way from behind!
Oh, perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through.
Will he get a bit drunk after all?
That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for.
And that's topped off with a hint of smetana, so the aftertaste won't feel too light.
That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity.
Oh, this praise is making my cheeks red. The real inspiration came from everything you said.
It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstat and Nodcry.
I feel like anyone else who drinks this would just fall down and not get up at all, but sure. The Knight of Boreas' symbol is a wolf, while the Knights of Avonius are as sturdy as iron. So how about calling this drink an Iron Wolf?
Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack. No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right away.
He didn't get drunk at all, like not even a bit flustered. This is the most descriptive you've seen Varka speak. Yeah, the man has his priorities. Okay, he was the last one, unfortunately. Wait, what?
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day?
I guess so.
Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
I've been feeling inspired. I got some great ideas from chatting with everyone.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
Oh no! He wants to make Diona jealous of us? No, actually Diona will hate us now, right? She doesn't want alcohol to be a part of Mondstadt's culture. Oh, I'm sorry, Diona.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddia.
Oh my... So then, in Monster there will be the Angel's Share, the Cat's Tail, and now this? They're never going to be... They're always going to be drunk.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Of course. That way everyone can try them. It would be selfish not to.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
Right on the Mora. You know me so well, Paimon. I think that's what everyone would want, right?
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
Diana will be so angry with us. But what can you do? Where was it? A joyful welcome, I think? Yes. Oh. A special blend, a timeless masterpiece. After running the drink stand for a while, your creations have received widespread acclaim and are about to become new classics. That's very nice to know. I've read this. This will be the same as this, so I'll just read whatever is here. And yes. Okay. Which was your favorite person to go for a drink, by the way? I am very biased, but I will say Clorant. I mean, she's one of my favorites. I can't not be biased. Okay. Iron Wolf. Wait, how many minutes? How do these things always take me half an hour to go through? I'm so slow. Item. Iron Wolf, indoor furnishing, ornaments memento, a special drink, bold and unrestrained in spirit. This is a masterpiece that was crafted for Varka, with Thorny Lake serving as the creative inspiration when the Honorary Knight's Cocktail Shack was in operation. Having tasted countless fine drinks, the Grand Master invites you to go all out and let your creativity run free. So, you launch an unconventional kind of offensive just for him. The first impact comes from Mint's cool freshness and herbal notes, striking the palate on entry. Carefully preserved layers then move in to mask the raw strength of the firewater at the core, delivering the decisive blow. Finally, Smetana brings up the rear, anchoring the finish with precision and leaving no loose ends. In honor of the Grand Master and Mondstat, you named this drink Iron Wolf. The extraordinary, richly layered flavors of the drink were such a delight to the Grand Master, he then proceeded to guzzle it with unrestrained enjoyment. Source obtained from limited time events, of course. I wonder how big this thing will be if you put it in the teapot, actually. Oh my... Oh, your favorite one was Varka for the drinking? It was awesome. As I told you, I'm very biased when it comes to Clorant. Oh, you couldn't pull him this time? Well, there is always next time, right? Okay. I can take this last. Let's go fly a bit. Let's do this then. I put for him, by the way, on my main account. And I'm still building him. It takes me so long. I feel more and more like this is becoming my main account. I spend so much time here than there. It's so weird. Okay. Let's go and fly a bit. Frostflight, break the ice. Flying through the extreme cold has always been tough for birds from warmer regions, and the Recon Falcon's delicate alchemical equipment is particularly sensitive to the chill. If you want to stay sharp in icy battlefields, Dragonspine is the perfect place to hone your skills. Are they going to change my buttons again? After obtaining Linear Strike, the Falcon's alchemical backpack will be charged. When actively released, it will deal damage to monstrous bullets and targets in a straight line ahead. Okay, oh, that was so little. Operating in the air over such a cold region. Must be a challenge for Vesper as well, right? Okay, I can do this. Last time it was not difficult. Until they started changing my buttons. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think from all the coin-related things recently, this is my favorite, by the way. Okay. Let's go. Oh no, no. I forgot I could just charge. Visibility is poor up here. We need to be extra careful. Look closely, there are lots of enemies in that cave ahead. I honestly don't understand why they put text like this from characters when you're supposed to be concentrated on the game itself. If it were, like, actually voiced, it would be perfect, but when you have to read them... Brilliant breakthrough! This altitude, Vesper is pushing its limits. Oh my. By the way, yesterday, after I finished with everything else I had to do, I played the Stygian Onslaught on my main account. And it's so difficult that the boss from Natlan, like, I had the perfect team for it, and I was trying to do it on menacing, I'll be honest, and I still couldn't do it. I used my Nouvillette team, which is with cryo, like lots of cryo, and yet, like, I'm a few seconds away from mastering the thing. Not that it would matter because I don't think I can defeat the other two bosses. I couldn't try with my other teams yesterday. I didn't have time, but... I feel like this time Stygian is super difficult. I don't know if it's just me though. Oh no, I was supposed to get those coins. Paimon gets it now. Numbers aren't key here. The momentum of the attack is also crucial. Paimon's a qualified commander now. Okay, okay. It's enough for every reward, right? Let's see. Complete the challenge. Attain a challenge rating of at least 6,500 and attain a challenge rating of at least 9,500. Okay. And they're all different. Why do they make me read these? Offensive defense. Cryo patrol. Besides forward scouting and clearing enemy observers from the air, the Recon Falcon can also join large-scale battles when needed. To do this, Vesper must continually practice defense through attack, not waiting passively behind the lines, but using the mobility granted by its broad wings to strike first and weaken the enemy before their attacks have time to land. Stygian is difficult, but definitely not as much as last time, really? Oh wait, you're conducting an offensive defense patrol! Wow, Paimon, you sound so professional! Hehe, Paimon picked up that from Miss Aja! Last time was horrible, especially the Lord of the Night. I feel like last time was the only time I actually did well. Or was it the time before that? I have to check. Maybe it was before that. Honestly, this time, I don't know, maybe I've gotten even worse at playing the game. But here it was difficult for me even for... On hard mode, the Knuckle Duckle, even though I have Lince's team, it was difficult for me. I don't know why. Oh no. Oh, it's so pretty here though. When I first started, I was determined to get up. Wait, looking down at Mondstat from this height sounds really fun. Once Vesper grows stronger, maybe it can carry us that high too. So I was saying when I first started, I was super determined to climb to the highest spot on the cathedral for no reason whatsoever. And I was so happy when I found that chest up there. It was amazing. Oh, no, no, stay here. There we go. Ooh, Cyclone Shield. That is always awesome. Mondstat is so pretty. The luxurious chest on top, you still remember? Yeah. The aerial battle above Mondstat ends in victory. Looks like the Knight's Falcon can do way more than something. Fighting small monsters is also no challenge for it. There we go. Everything is done. And that was the last one, right? Yes. Complete the challenge, attain a challenge rating of at least 6,000, and attain a challenge rating of at least 8,500. Okay, everything here is done. Find 2 discrepancies and find 4 discrepancies. Okay. Which means that the only thing left for me from the games is actually just to find the discrepancies. And I want to see Catherine's replacement, the one that we saw in the trailer. I still haven't seen him, so yeah, super excited about that. Okay, same thing. Mondstat, no matter where your journey leads, you always find yourself back among the dandelions, listening to the steady ring of the anvil before the city gate. That is true. I always come here to do my dailies. I mean, get the rewards for them. Once a week, I do the crafting so I can do the thing for the battle pass. You know, Mondstat is a very important place. Okay, let's go. I saw him. Wait. There is something here that doesn't... That's one of the discrepancies for sure. Timmy's pigeon? You've eaten a lot. Now this is not something to mess with. To be honest, I don't hunt even Timmy's pigeons. But yeah. Okay. One down. Oh, we can go there to the fishing place. Can we talk with him though? Ictomisaurus? Interesting. No! I wanted to talk with him. Oh, where is Catherine? A bit of a break, I guess. Okay, let's get a picture of this. It's Natlan's little Saurian, and you're here to play. Wait, Diana? Hello?
So that's where it was.
You always hunt Timmy's pigeons? No! I never do it. I never go after Timmy's pigeons or any other pigeons, to be honest. It's so evil.
Diona? What are you doing here?
And with an ictomisaur, too.
It's my first time seeing these little guys. They're from Natlan, right? They're so cute.
Yes, they are.
Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has the setup I'm used to and everything. Now, all I need to do is make some drinks. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to super weird stuff. I'll get people to lose interest for sure.
I feel like she still hasn't heard about the honorary knight's shack.
Looks like your campaign is going strong, huh? Even out here. Of course, the only thing missing is the cats, actually. They seem to prefer the real cat's tail. But that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive about where they live. Even if the place looks exactly the same, they'll know something's off. So, Alice said she would find different staff instead. And then these little saurians appeared. Aww. Then it gave me a few pointers on how to get along with them. Turns out, there's not a huge difference between them and a cat or a dog. Hey, then you should call this place the Saurian's Tail instead.
That's actually so cute. Oh. Can we actually enter her store?
Huh. I think I've seen saurian-shaped cookies somewhere before, too. Maybe I should bake some to sell around here.
Yeah, there are saurian crackers, right? But we can't enter here, right? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. There's still many, supposedly. I wonder if there is something with Mona's place. Nope. Huh? Ah, this is just to sit? Okay, never mind. Maybe something at the angels share? Wait, the flowers here are different. Is this a discrepancy? Yes.
Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstat.
Okay. They're so pretty though. Emily?
Wait, Emily? Huh, it's been a while.
We just gave her a drink, but sure.
Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers?
You're in charge of this shop?
Yes, I came to Mondstat to collect a few samples for new scent ideas, but I wasn't finding anything. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare plants she was sure I'd never seen before. All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to research these plants all I want.
So she's doing unpaid work, basically.
Nice! That should help you come up with something new for sure.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear, cutting through the full-bodied and dreamlike floral notes. I certainly have a lot to research, so I think I'll be here for a while. Did you need anything?
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstat. Do you mind if we take a few pictures of these plants?
We kind of already did that, but okay.
Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Good idea.
Really? That would be amazing. This is my payment after all. I never knew origami flowers could give off a fragrance. Fascinating.
Interesting. I mean, I've seen the origami flowers in that in Simulanka, but I never thought if they actually have a fragrance or not. So they can even create these for their flowers? Kind of amazing, actually. Okay, and I'm not supposed to come here. Wait, there are two more. Oh, there it is. Do you think it's trying to become dinner? No one actually keeps animal here, do they? Oh no.
Huh? Weird. Did Mondstatters always raise boars around here?
Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen?
Hi to the new people. I hope you're having a lovely day. Is this Barbara's pet? What's the matter?
Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter.
Oh, I feel fine, thank you.
But then, how do I even put this? The sweet madame and sticky honey roast we ordered came to life.
That's one of the creepiest things ever. Can you imagine you eat something and then it starts moving? Oh my... Okay, I did not want to imagine this today. Or ever.
Sorry, what?
That's right. I managed to catch the sweet madame earlier.
That's a sentence I never thought I would hear.
Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head back and eat. Wait, what? Uh-oh.
Okay. Something comes to life from my dish. I'm definitely not eating it afterwards. Come on. How long have I been streaming? I think it's already been an year. I haven't checked when I started with this challenge, but I think it was in March. I think it's been a full year already. Wait, let me check. When was the first time? Why is it so... Let's go. Oh no! Wait. Live? The first time I streamed was actually at the end of April. Okay, it's not been a year yet. Yeah. I've been streaming mostly this challenge. Before I started streaming the challenge, there were only 3 streams. And then I started with the challenge account. So yeah, the end of April. So like a year without a month. Okay, let's return to the very creepy eating habits of these two.
What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a break for it!
Oh my god. It's so weird that it says cook right next to it. Can I cook? You can actually cook in the imaginary world. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Wink Warrior. I I don't know if it's impressive or not, but thank you. Okay. There is only one left. And I have not been up here, so it has to be this thing. Which types of games do I mostly play? Honestly, right now, I am mostly playing Genshin Impact because this challenge takes lots and lots of time. But otherwise, I do play Wuthering Waves, and I haven't been playing this at all recently, but I started Hogwarts Legacy. I will continue with it. Mostly RPGs. Different RPGs, I would say. Okay, let's take a photo. Wait, don't tell me they're living here now.
Huh? Isn't this a Fatui tent? That shouldn't be here. Wait, but there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
Yeah, they are. Have they already changed actually their conversation to Natlan 1? And Not Cry 1? Has anyone checked? I actually haven't.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful.
Oh, Bennett. They say lots of interesting things.
Guess it's just my luck.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
You play mostly story-based games? The Witcher 3 is one of my absolute favorite games. I don't play it now because I've already done a full playthrough of it. I mean, on my own. But I've been thinking that I kind of want to replay it one day. I love it. The other ones, unfortunately, I have not played. Oh, Wink Warrior. I get it. It's difficult to find times to play games sometimes.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, actually, this is not suspicious at all, right? Because there are Fatui agents in every single nation on Teyvat. So them remaining here is kinda ordinary. But yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
Oh, Bennett, I think that's a special case.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique.
Oh my Sivam, you're the absolute opposite of me. You've played all the games of Wink Warrior except The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 is awesome. I loved it so much. And I should replay it. I bet I've missed so many things.
It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
Oh, good for you, Wink Warrior. True. And it's not like there is a treasure chest here either.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
Okay. Okay, that was the last one. It feels so sad to leave, to be honest, but let's go. Oh, I'm sorry, Wink Warrior. I'm doing this completely as a hobby, so I'll be fine, but thank you. Thank you for the offer. Okay. Let's go. Flora's Flower Shop has received a fresh selection of flowers. Can origami flowers be fresh? There is a new face at the Adventurers Guild. An unknown call echoes from the front door of the Cat's Tail. There is an animal by the fountain that really shouldn't be there. There is an unfamiliar tent close to the teleport waypoint. and it appears an unusual animal has wandered onto the bridge into Mondstat. There we go. All discrepancies have been found. Oh, thank you, Wink Warrior. I don't have Discord, but thank you. Okay. Last thing. Oh, find 3 discrepancies, find 6 discrepancies. Okay. And then, Dawn Winery. After traversing the world, you've come to realize that wine and wind share the same horizon. Find 2 discrepancies and find 5 discrepancies. Let's go. I don't know, I felt completely lost for some reason. This is not supposed to be here. What is this? It looks like some sort of Kuvaki machine.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Who said that? Obviously, this isn't used for making wine. Was that Sucrose' new voice? Sucrose?
Something wrong, Sucrose?
Oh, no. I was just looking for a piece of alchemy equipment we needed for the event. Master Albedo has always been careful with our costs. We maximize the use of every piece of lab equipment we have. So if something hasn't been used in a while, it's usually pretty old.
I've gotten used to quite a few of the new voice actors. I mean, their voices in-game. But I think Sucrose is the one that's just so different than before. It's so weird.
Take this, for example. We've used it a few times before, but we found the effectiveness and ease of use somewhat lacking, so it was sidelined quite quickly. According to the mages, it was meant to be placed in the city, but it went missing after being tossed into the magic bubble. Luckily, I found it. I just don't know why it ended up here of all places.
Well, all that matters is that you found it in the end, right? We'll contact Nicole and get her to send it back to the right spot.
Great. Thank you so much.
Interesting. Where? I've never seen this machine before. This thing on top definitely looks like a Kuvaki-related thing. But I don't remember seeing this in Notcry. Very weird.
At least I managed to track it down.
Good for you, Sucrose. Okay, this is definitely not supposed to be here. Oh my, this is such a weird assortment. Can't believe they're all here.
Such a succulent fragrance of grapes. Ah, this place is heaven. Had I a mouth that could move, I doubt I could resist eating them right off the vine.
This is awesome.
That was... Okay, I don't know what voice I expected from the water droplet, but this was very surprising.
Whoever lives in here must be a person of means indeed. Even in a storybook world like Simulanka, we can never afford such a big estate.
Wait, but this is a world inside a story too, isn't it? Oh, hello! Is something wrong?
I'm actually surprised how many of Simulanka's characters have managed to come out of the world so often recently. They were there for Columbina as well. On that celebration night. The voice is so odd, right? It surprised me so much.
My apologies, but the event taking place at Dawn Winery is not open to the public quite yet. Allow me to show you around a different area.
I did not expect Noel.
Ah, I see. That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's Noelle! Hey there!
Oh, hello, you two.
How did you come to be stationed here?
Well, Miss Alice thought things might get complicated around here, So she said she needed someone capable who could get the job done.
What? It's probably because Durin came in and he was from Simulanka. Yeah, I know that he managed to kind of transition to a life in Teyvat. I don't know how else to express it. But it's very interesting to me that the other characters, like the ones here, or Padisara, for example, that we saw with in Not Cry, they've come as they were, which is very interesting. And they don't need to change. Anyway, I'm very happy because I really love that event. So, you know, getting to meet them again is awesome.
So she flattered her way into dumping a bunch of work on you? Stuff that isn't even related to the knights at all?
Oh, no. Mr. Diluc was there too. He said he would appreciate some help guiding the tour groups from different worlds that are here to visit.
Tour groups from different worlds? Oh, right! The Golden Apple Archipelago, the Valurian Mirage, Simulanka. The gang's all here!
It's so sad that I've only been to Simulanka. She really put you to work, huh?
Oh, it's all right. I'm happy to help.
I know, Noelle. You are way too happy to help everyone.
Please head this way, everyone, and we'll get the tour started.
Greetings! My name is Ask Me for Directions Arnold, and I am searching for the whereabouts of a certain lovely lady.
That was so weird, but okay. Wait, there are 3 more discrepancies? Let's get a good vantage point. I can't get a good vantage point. Okay, never mind. Something around here, maybe? I really like the music too as well. Oh my Sivam, you were there for all 3? That's so awesome. I loved Simulanka so much. And the day they removed Simulanka from the world, it was incredibly sad for me. And I really wish I had explored the other ones as well. Is this Padisara? Oh, wait. I just noticed this one. I was taking a picture of these two. Cataclysm and Apocalypse?
I heard this thing was terribly ineffective when first invented. You could only catch 10 in a week. Why, the research staff barely wanted to touch it, let alone improve it.
Why is Cataclysm just an ordinary hamster?
But for some reason, it gained traction among adventurers once it entered the market.
And Apocalypse is just an ordinary flying squirrel? What's going on?
True, it takes time. It beats having to do it yourself, I suppose.
But there are so many crystal flies around here. Surely it's not that difficult to just do it the old-fashioned way?
It's a bit far, though. Just imagine how tiresome it was back in the day, having to come out here over and over again, and no gadget to help.
I'm so confused. Why are they called Cataclysm and Apocalypse? Why are they talking about crystal flies? Why do they need crystal flies? What?
Does that count as trespassing on private property, I wonder?
I suppose it hardly matters anymore. Adventurers aren't quite so keen on crystal flies nowadays.
Is this some meta commentary that now you can use 40 resin at once?
The times they are a-changin', eh?
So it would seem.
What are they mumbling about?
Beats me.
The times they are a-changin'.
So it would seem, yes.
This was the weirdest thing ever. It gives vibes of calling a scary looking dog cupcake. Kinda, yeah. Feels like I can smell the sea again.
Another tent?
Is Clay going to come?
Huh. This one's kinda nostalgic too.
It's here because I refused to let that mage use my house as her playground.
But it's just a simulation, Diluc.
But we still needed an additional rest area for the guests, so we set up this tent instead.
What kind of secrets do you think Diluc has if he doesn't even want a simulation of what's inside his mansion?
Huh. Looks like we can use this device to keep in touch with the mages or get some hints. Kind of like we were able to do back then, remember?
Now that you mention it, the arrangement is almost identical.
Nights on vacation, summer, the sea, and a small little wave rider. It's all taking me back.
However, you're forgetting about the part where we were stranded on a deserted island and couldn't even make it across the water. That's what stuck with me the most.
Oh, I remember. At least I wasn't dead weight in that situation.
Fun times, huh? So, the mages prepared this stuff then. Guess we should take a picture and go check in with them.
This is from an event where Kaya canonically was ice bridging. Oh no, and Diluc kept melting it while crossing the waters. No. I would have enjoyed this a bit too much even. I want to petition Easteroff to improve her powers and bring back old flagship events, please.
Be my guest.
You know, the expedition in Nodcry is coming to an end, but knowing Grandmaster Varka, I imagine there will be another chance to set off in the near future. Not that I'm extending an invitation, I'm just mentioning the possibility, that's all.
Count me in.
That's our honorary knight. No matter the mission, you always have a place among our ranks.
Come talk to me when you do have an official invitation, then. I have other things to do in the meantime. The intel I have on hand is pulling me in 100 different directions, but unfortunately, time off isn't one of them.
He's way too serious.
That's a shame. I take vacation whenever I can get it, and it's still never enough. I'd visit the Golden Apple Archipelago again in a heartbeat.
For once, I feel the same.
Oh, that's so nice. We can't actually sit there. Okay, there is only one thing that has escaped from me. Where could it be? The strange machine, the strange assortment of characters. Maybe something around here? There's so much space they've added, it would be strange not to have something here. Okay, I'm already getting out of it, unfortunately. You know how there is a small path you can follow to cross this place, the water, and then go to the other side towards Liyue? I've drowned there. Several times, I think. Oh my Sivam, okay, thank you. Thank you for joining. Can see you another time. Have a nice night. Where Where could this thing be? I don't want to get a hint. I want to find it myself, but I can't find it. Maybe towards this part? No, this is the normal thing we have around here. Do I actually have to get up on the building to find this thing? Or do I have to use the hint? Okay. I know that there is a way to get up to the top, I just don't remember how I used to do it. I think I'll be stopped here for this. There doesn't seem to be anything on top though. Maybe I don't need to... What? I got stuck! What? Oh, okay. I don't know why, but the button for going down didn't work and I panicked so hard. Hint time. Yeah, I should just use the hint. I don't like giving up and I don't like using hints. I don't know, something is wrong with me. But I think it's time. I have no idea. I feel like I've looked everywhere. Okay, let's find the hint. There is a magical creature under the tree to the north. Okay. To the north. Let's find it. And hi, Ayo. I hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, I saw it! No, how did I not see it before? It's so huge. Sometimes I really feel like I'm blind. Hello there, little guy. I mean, big guy. I don't know why I call everyone a little guy.
A tent tortoise? That shouldn't be here at all.
Definitely not.
Who said that? Eula? Oh, Rosaria. With Talia?
Wow! I've never seen such a large turtle in my life. There was a time, back when I was little, when almost every child in Mondstat had a turtle as a pet. It was quite the trend.
Oh, thank you, Ayo. I'm fine as well, don't worry.
Oh, yeah! Jean and Diluc mentioned that a long time ago.
I had one too, of course.
Quite the hassle to take care of. Small pets like that always are.
Is that turtle a small pet?
Wait, you had one too?
Is that so strange?
A tiny little bit.
Oh, no, of course not.
What should we do with this tent, tortoise?
I could bring it back to the church and raise it. It can stay behind the cathedral. I'll even build it a pool.
There you go, Dahlia.
Can't be too hard to raise, right? It looks like a tough cookie.
It looks like it can destroy the church.
Not happening. The next thing you know, you'll have an invasive species on your hands. Just tell that mage to put it back where she found it.
Guess that's for the best.
That is true. You shouldn't bring animals that can become invasive.
Can't be too hard to raise, right? It looks like a tough cookie.
Not happening.
Okay, they're saying... Wait. Yeah, they're saying exactly the same thing. Okay. And that was the last one. It feels so sad to leave. I don't know, it was very cool. Just walk around Mondstadt, not worry about fighting anything, just explore, find new things. I read this before. I don't need to read it again. And now everything here is done. I guess it's time to get this. Attain 600 in Windscape Splendor, 800 or 1000. And this thing. Wait, I can? Yes. I can look at this from any catalyst, right? Any catalyst user should be able to have this. Okay. Phantasmal Gift, Star Omen. In principle, many phenomena in this world can be called images. Therefore, the image you glimpsed in the crystal ball can, in a sense, be considered an extension of physical reality. In short, even if Alice and Nicole don't acknowledge it, hydromancy is still very much a real thing. Wait, that is just Parpelov trying to defend her study. Saying that it's not just made up, isn't it? It looks kinda cool, but I'll be honest with you, I won't use it. Not because it doesn't look cool. It actually looks very cool, in my opinion. I love all witchy stuff. However, I kinda like being able to recognize the weapon a character is using right away. Even on my main account, I don't change weapons almost at all. I just want to know what everyone is using with a glance, and this will kinda destroy that. So I don't think I'll use it. I would have preferred it if it were like a real 4-star weapon. But what can you do? I like the 4-star weapons because I want to equip every character with their unique weapon on my main account. And yeah, it would have been nice to get maybe one for... The last 4-star character was Liyue, right? I don't have him on my main account, but... You know, if he had a special weapon, it would have been cool. Anyway... I think the only thing that is left for me from the event is actually to talk with everyone. And I've talked only with 2 NPCs as far as I remember. I talked with Valerina and... I think I talked with Glenfidia actually. But now she's here. Yeah, this is another Glenfidia. I mean, a second conversation with her. Wait a second. Glenfidia. Thank you, Honorary Knight. Lady Paimon, we'll keep the drink stand going from here on out. You can count on us. You've got this. That's right. You're doing a great job, Glenfidia. From now on, let's call you the Cocktail Knight. Next time we meet, Paimon bets your skills will be even better. About the weapon skin, it is fair what I think, but it looks cool. I agree that it looks cool. As I said, I love all witchy things. And it goes well with Columbina. Oh, I do have her on my main account. What is she on? My Columbina, I think, is currently on Prototype Amber. But I might change that. We'll see, we'll see. I'm so behind with building my new characters. It's getting very bad, I'll be honest. Anyway, what an excellent title. I will wear it with pride. No, I don't want to mix new drinks. Okay, yeah. I'm very happy that I talked with her before, because this is a completely different conversation. Michelle is the one that is always here, right? Yeah, this is the normal conversation with her. I'm not doing that right now. Let's talk with Horken. Greetings, Honorary Knight. I am Horken, Cavalry Captain Liaison to the General Affairs Company. Is there anything I can help you with besides the play? Oh, Ayo, thank you, thank you. I spent so much time on my Bookworm challenge. My main account, as I already mentioned during this stream as well, it feels more and more like the Bookworm challenge is becoming my main account, and my main account is becoming a secondary one. And I have very complicated feelings about it. Like, my main account has all the characters that I really, really love. So I don't want to abandon it, but I play so little on it these days. I have to do better. For its sake. Where was I? Tell me about the General Affairs Company. Oh, so you're interested in the first company? In that case, please allow me to give you a brief overview. The General Affairs Company is responsible for planning and organizing Mondstadt's general affairs. Things like economic output, enforcement of regulations, city managements, those sort of things. Because of that, most of their duties involve a lot of paperwork. As a liaison, my role is to assist Captain Kaya in coordinating cooperation between the General Affairs Company and our own. Sounds like a pretty cozy position. That's so rude to say. It doesn't look like your duties are stressing you out. You're not wrong. The pay is good, the hours are reasonable, and most of the time, I get to deal with the friendly, welcoming citizens of Mondstat. It's a very enjoyable role. That said, if you have any friends who want to join the Knights of Favonius, it's probably best not to aim straight for the first company. Why is that? Are there too few openings? At present, we prioritize recruiting knights who've sustained combat injuries and can no longer serve at full strength on the front lines. That actually makes a lot of sense, Horken. Gotta turn the main account into the Bookworm account. Honestly, when I was thinking about this challenge, I thought about this. However, problem is that I had already done so much on my main account, and yes, I didn't skip anything, and I did read like the notes, most of the notes that I saw during quests. However, who would believe me? Like, I can tell you that I've read everything in Genshin Impact, and if you don't have proof, how are you going to believe me? So, I started a new one. To be fair and truthful. Okay, Mr. Horken, I definitely didn't read everyone's conversations though, with NPCs. And there's so many books I haven't read there. Or here, actually. But this patch, there's so few things that are coming this patch. I will make a huge progress this time. For sure. I hope so. As for full-time clerks, they're required to pass rigorous professional qualifying exams. It's fair to say that anyone training from a young age to become a knight rarely has the time to study to that level of specialized knowledge. Comfortable, well-paid positions are something you earn through proven ability and conviction. They're not easy roles to get. So what's your situation? My situation isn't too bad. During an engagement with a pair of Eyes of the Storm, both of my legs were broken. Compound fractures. Wait, but you can stand? After years of recovery, I can walk just fine, but I can no longer charge, much less fight shoulder to shoulder with my comrades. That's how I became a liaison. Okay. I was about to say that, what if they made him prosthetics like Skirk doesn't have legs and arms, right? But he got better, that's good. And hi, Waffle! I hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, and I guess you're checking in and then going back to sleep. Thank you for joining, even for a little bit. Yes, after so much time, I am dedicated. I need to see it through. I don't know how much time it would take me, but after so many hours sunk into it, I have to see it through. Have you considered using prosthetics? I can get you in touch with Skirk, and she can cut off your legs and make you new ones. This is so evil. This is so evil. That's not a bad idea. No, Horken! Don't listen to the traveler. If I could find a suitable model, and my comrades don't mind someone slightly weaker fighting beside them, I wouldn't mind trying it out. That way, even if that lunatic Hedwig ever returns to the front lines, I'll at least be able to keep an eye on her and spare my parents some worry. Oh, my Waffle, I hope you get to rest well. I get you. I get you. Please rest well. Yes, our families used to live one floor apart. When Hedwig was 7, her parents went abroad. After that, something must have happened, because there has been no word of them since. So Hedwig's parents are probably dead? My family took her in. She stayed with us until she grew up, found work, and moved out on her own. Even though we always treated her like one of the family, when a child's real parents are gone, often the emptiness that's left behind can't be filled by anything else. I think that may be why she so deeply admires Commander Gunhilder. Both of them. Deeply admires? I'm not quite following the logic here. Bye, Waffle. Thank you for joining. Can see you another time. Please rest well. It's just a guess, really. At first, she may have simply hoped that her mother was as brave as the older knight. That her parents' long silence meant they were fighting some dark forces somewhere, rather than having met an unfortunate end. And she probably wished that she herself could become as strong as the Lion Fang Knight. Strong enough that one day she could overcome every obstacle and travel abroad to find her parents. Later on, influenced by the two commanders Gwynhilder, she must have let go of some of those dreams. What remained was a single conviction: to fight for Mondstat. That's why she pushed herself so hard to join the Knights of Favonius. Why she threw herself into duty without regard for her own safety, doing everything she could to eliminate danger wherever it appeared. As her younger brother, I figured I should do something to keep her from getting herself killed. So I followed her into service with the Knights. When you put it like that... Oh my, I still don't get it. Okay, when you put it like that... Well, I've gone on long enough. Thank you for listening so patiently. It's truly an honor. If you'd like to know more about the General Affairs Company, feel free to come by another time. I can spare some documents and go over everything in detail. Hey, Horken. Oh my, there were so many choices. Okay, I think I'll get lost so fast. Okay, this is the same. And still the same. And then... I feel like all of these will give me actually the same answers. What's Hedwig's situation? So your parents know Hedwig too? Sounds like you two are pretty close. Oh, it's different actually. Her situation is little different. She transferred directly from the cavalry company to the general affairs company. Her unit discovered 2 inactive ruin guards concealed in the bushes next to a major road. While attempting to neutralize the threat, the ruin guards suddenly reactivated. She and 2 comrades covered the unit's retreat, sent word for reinforcements, and held their ground until Commander Gunhilder arrived. It took over a year for her comrades to recover, but Hedwig returned to duty after just 3 months. She was determined to eliminate the threat completely, so she returned to investigate the area where the ruin guards had been. This led her to a small and extremely dangerous domain. Another brutal fight ensued, one that required Commander Gunhilder's intervention yet again. This time, half her internal organs were damaged beyond use. The fact she survived at all was a miracle. She'll need at least another 5 years to recover. The honors and rewards she received are scant recompense for the pain it caused my parents. That was... Half her internal organs were damaged? This is Hedwig, right? And she can still stand? The Knights of Favonius are so tough. Wait, this is already the same. About the explanation about her family and how they disappeared. Wait, this will be different. I'm not quite following the logic here. Wait, it's just a... Okay, this is the same. Everything why she admires Gunhilders. And I still don't get it. Okay, this is the same. How can they be so... Yeah, this is Hedwig. She was so hurt. Half her internal organs were damaged. I am starting to feel like it's understandable why Noelle is still not a knight. Like, you have to be a monster to be a knight. And now it makes sense. You know, before all of Not Cry, before meeting Varka or learning all of these things, the Knights of Favonius here in Mondstat were practically a joke, especially with Godwin doing what he does. But all the knights that have remained here, with some exceptions like Jean, they're probably the ones that have been hurt so much that there is very little that they can do now. And the ones that can still fight, they're still somewhere in Not Cry fighting, or were there. And all of them had to be absolute monsters to be accepted into the institution. Okay, I kinda hope now that Noelle actually doesn't get accepted, because look what happens to them. Okay. Let's go with the other options. So, your parents know Hedwig too? Okay, this is actually the same thing as before. This guy's conversations are very difficult to follow with all the different options. Wait, no. For Ken, is your last option the same as well? Sounds like you two are pretty close. Okay, that's the same. Okay. They made this so difficult for me. Okay, but at least I have her whole story. Hedwig, are you okay? She will need 5 years to completely recover. Poor thing. Have you experienced a nightly play honorary night? Did you see Commander sorry, the acting Grandmaster's heroic visage? I'd love to talk more about it with you. About the Shadow of the Lionfang Knight. Impressive, isn't it? When it comes to swordsmanship, the acting Grandmaster is, to my mind, completely unmatched. Captain Kaya already knows this, but Horken probably doesn't. Before I was transferred away from the cavalry company, Commander Gunhilder saved my life. Twice. Oh, he knows. He knows. Back then, she wasn't the acting Grandmaster. Even though she was still young, she could already get the better of almost every other knight. Even the grizzled veterans. But she couldn't beat that thrice-damned inspector. The traitor, Erok. Who is that? I'll admit it. He really was something else. A real dangerous opponent. He could hold his own against Commander Gunhilder, going round after round without a backward step. If it had been me, 2 strikes and I'd been on the floor. I remember hearing something about this inspector before. We've never heard of him, but you make him sound pretty dreadful. A villain, wearing a mask of civility, that's my take. If this were an adventure story, he'd be the kind of dangerous, difficult to deal with villain that turns up in the middle of chapters. Driven by a strong desire for wealth and power, he was corrupted and led astray, quietly involving himself in all sorts of unsavory schemes. His intelligence and skill at arms only compounded the danger he posed. Have we heard of Erok before? Anyone smart enough to match him in strategy usually had no hope of beating him in one-on-one combat. And those few commanders who could outmatch him blade to blade were often too busy with their official duties, which gave him all the room for maneuver he needed. Thinking about it now, that sapphire ring he took as a bribe on its own was worth a whole year's wages for 15 knights. Think of how many defense works or public projects that could have funded. And that smug, grating voice of his. It makes my blood boil just thinking about it. Get a hold of yourself. What's done is done. Right. Stay calm, Hedwig. Thankfully, in their second official duel, Commander Gunhilder dominated that slime ball. No more than expected from Commander Gunhilder, acting Grandmaster and the most formidable sword fighter of the knights. She definitely respects Jean. Wait, there were other options. There has been so much reading already today. I remember hearing something about this inspector before. People are complicated. The older knights say he wasn't a bad sort when he first recruited. Driven by a strong desire for wealth and power, he was corrupted and led astray, quietly involving himself in all sorts of unsavory schemes. His intelligence and skill at arms only compounded the danger he posed. Anyone smart... Okay, now this is the same. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was it. Okay, have we heard of Erok before? Or Erok? Eroch? I don't know how to say his name. Why do you only ever call Jean by her surname? Because it's a name steeped in honor. For many knights my age, that name shaped us more than words can express. We grew up on stories of the Outer Knight. Inspired by her deeds, we strove to become Knights of Favonius, and were lucky enough to one day serve alongside the Lionfang Knight, giving our blood and sweat to Mondstadt's defense. It makes me feel like I could become a part of a legend someday. I've been fortunate in this life. I can die in battle without regrets. Hedwig, please be careful. Jorge will be sad if you die. Don't say things like that. Could you not say something happier, please? Don't worry about me. If this world works anything like a stage play, that sort of talk will guarantee me a long and peaceful life. What if it works like a stage play, but it works like a jinx, and now you've jinxed yourself to die very soon? As soon as you make a loud declaration about dying a terrible death, the opposite is sure to happen. You'll see, I'll still be here when my hair's gone white. Isn't her hair white to begin with? Kinda grayish. Hedwig. It's good that you're alive, but don't forget what happened to you before. Let me give it another go. Sure, knock yourself out. Okay. These two had so much lore. About Hedwig, about the Knights of Favonius, and this Erok guy. I don't think I've heard his name before. Okay, I've talked with Glenfiddia. Oh my, it's already so late. Okay, I have to talk with... Helen. Good day, my former clients. It's truly an honor to see you. What brings you here? We've had an outsourcing order. I've been assigned to Dornman Port to help maintain some precision instruments. I finished the job, but I'm a little too tired to head back to Fontaine right away. Getting the chance to try your drinks here in Mondstat, I feel like I'm back up to 90% vitality already. I'm sure I could take on 3 times the work now without getting worn out. Who is Helen? I feel like I've seen her before. Sorry, who are you again? Just a freelance engineer, nothing special. Don't worry if I'm not ringing any bells. Once I find myself a steady job, maybe then I can earn a place in your memory. I feel so bad for not remembering her at all. I'm sorry, Helen. Give me a moment. I'll go fix you something to drink. Alright? Thank you so much. Okay, Helen, I'm sorry I can't actually make you a drink. And last but not least, because... Wait, AJ is the only one I haven't talked with? Do you know about other NPCs with which I can talk with during the event? I already talked with... I don't know where I saw them, but it was Miles and...
That doesn't sound...
someone else. I found just in the city. I think these are just the normal ones. There's somebody here? No. No one is here either. Oh, she appeared in the Roses and Muskets event? Oh, I don't remember her at all. But that event, the story of that event was awesome. It was so awesome. And the cutscenes, I remember them vividly. It was amazing. Wait. Yes, okay, I think AJ is the only one. Honorary Knight, AJ Greto, at your service. We can begin the flying demonstration and instruction challenge at any time you like. Now that I think about it, how does a falcon conduct reconnaissance? Oh my... Ayo, you didn't even know you could talk with these NPCs? Genshin very often puts NPCs for events in very strange locations where you'd never expect it, and I've missed so many of them. And they have so much lore all the time. In the Roses and Muskets... Okay, so in the Roses and Muskets event, there is like a film festival. No, it wasn't. Were they making a film? Yeah, I think they were making a film. And there was a murder that had taken place a long time ago. One woman had been killed. And there was this story in the movie about the two musketeers who were taking revenge. And in the real world, there was also someone that was playing the musketeer. And he tried to kill a guy because they thought, and maybe it was real, that he had murdered that woman. I don't want to spoil the whole event, but it was with Chevreuse and also with Yoimiya, and it's practically a murder mystery, and it was awesome. Unfortunately, I wasn't streaming back then, so I don't have a record of it, but if you find it on YouTube, I bet they have many YouTubers who have it, who had played it. It was awesome. Wait, did I read this? You're interested in the technical side of things? Wonderful! It's a little complicated, so I'll try to make things as simple as possible. Sure? To achieve air-to-ground communication, in addition to making the most of Amber's unparalleled reconnaissance expertise, we also integrated 4 different technologies. Ayo, it was awesome. I really regret not starting streaming much earlier, especially for those events that you can't play through anymore. I really wish I had like a window to the past to see what had happened, because I missed so many of them, to be honest. Okay. Alchemical equipment from Mondstat. Guard mecha identification devices from Fontaine. Principles for controlling overhead surveillance devices from Liyue. And expertise on beast taming from Sumero. Vesper has undergone special training. It's able to send over more than 30 simple signals to the mechanism on its back by using various tones and movements. These signals are then converted into a coded sequence of flashing lights, which are transmitted to the ground for operators like me to interpret. Similar operational methods have already been field tested on Liyue's overhead surveillance devices and used to eliminate multiple criminal syndicates and monster swarms. The methodology is proven and reliable. I think I've heard about this before. Is that even possible? Apparently, a big exhibition will be held in Notcry soon, and a delegation from Liyue is planning to showcase some even more advanced technology. I'm going to watch and learn. However, for the time being, the flight instructions sent to Vesper will continue to use the same information chain that I detailed just now. From the ground, we transmit coded light signals. When the mechanism on Vesper's back receives them, it will emit specific tones to tell Vesper what to do. If the visibility is good, it takes less than a second from the moment the order is given for Vesper to react. But if Vesper can't receive the flashing light signals, it will rely on its memory and intuition to return to where it first took off. Vesper is so clever. Oh my Ayo, thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Oh no. And then I read it almost made me fall asleep in a good way. I finished. Glad to help. I hope you sleep well. Sure. It's what Vesper says. Indeed. I became neighbors with Vesper when I was only as tall as the Spark Knight, and Vesper was only half as tall as me. Of course, Miss Hanya's work, an introduction to the principles of beast taming, also played a vital role. Hanya, I've heard that name before. Does she have some sort of special insight in this area? Perhaps you've met her before. I've only read her work, though I'd love to show my gratitude in person. Right now, she's only released a limited run of proof copies, but her book includes a detailed discussion on communicating with animal companions that has benefited me greatly. If I hadn't found her work by chance at the small store in Notcry, who knows how many years it would have taken to realize our plans for air-based reconnaissance. Your rapport with Vesper is clearly a key factor. You and Vesper are obviously birds of a feather. That's true. It's not easy to find a bird of prey as clever and cooperative as Vesper. It's one of the biggest difficulties with trying to popularize a system like this going forward. Still, I'm ready to take on the challenge. I'm going to study my beast taming socks off. In addition to my regular duties, of course. And as the technology matures, perhaps the signaling equipment will become more compact. That way, birds like pigeons could become viable options, and the training process will become more standardized. Just you wait, Honorary Knight. I feel like this will be very confusing as well to go through. There were so many options. And I've read so much, I'm getting so tired. Is that even possible? Okay. So this is the same. Yep, all the same. Yeah, okay. It's so weird when they make options, but there aren't really options. It makes my job so difficult. Okay. What exactly does a signals officer do? Do you know Fonia? She's the shining light of the original signals officers. It was Fonia who established our operating principles, combining incredible alchemical technology with cutting-edge experimental tactics. Fonia was the one that got affected by evil Durin, right? But in the last event, she was already getting better as far as I remember. I hope she's fine. Sorry. She designed most of the training programs I completed. With the help of the Vice Captain and Lenore, our very first signals officer. Yes, I do search. Like, sometimes, if you choose a different thing, there is a different conversation you get. And other times, it's the same conversation. So, if it's the same, I just skip it, obviously. I'm not going to read it twice. But it's very difficult because you never know if it's going to be the same or a different one. Where was I? Then something unexpected must have happened. Once she finished compiling the Signal's handbook, she was transferred and took up a temporary role as an intelligence officer. That was before Durin. By the time I got back from Dormant Port, Fonia had taken a leave of absence. I haven't been able to see her since. I don't know what happened either. No! Actually, a few things happened. I get the impression it's a complicated situation, but the higher-ups haven't issued an incident report, so I guess that means someone like me doesn't need to know. I'm happy to leave it at that. Based on what I know about Fonia, she'll be back in the game in no time. I respect her too much to think she needs any undue concern from me. Shall we get back to the matter of hand? Good idea, I want to know more. Alright, let me think. We've already covered the operating principles. However, we've run into a few problems when putting them into practice. For example, echo and beam detection devices remain difficult both to operate and to maintain. An entire team of dedicated technicians would be needed to perform maintenance on the battlefield. These are precision instruments after all, and not every knight can be an expert in engineering. There is no way around it. This is the difference between theory and application. Outfitting every unit with acoustic sensors or alchemical beam equipment isn't cost-effective. Mondstat can't afford such technology at the moment. Therefore, we have settled on two different paths. The first is to continue to tackle the key technical challenges. The second is to adopt the relatively simple optical-based methods that I've proposed. The authorities in Liyue have extensive experience in this regard. I plan to keep in touch with Su Ding's team for regular guidance as development progresses. Oh my, they speak so much! And there were so many options. Honestly, I understand only half what she says about the equipment. I don't know what happened either. Okay, it's the same. That's a lot to get my head around. Let's continue next time. Sure thing. We can leave it here for now. If you'd like to learn more about the relevant technology, I could probably write a short summary for you. Oh, Aja, thank you. You don't need to. I'll come back later. Or never. Take care, Honorary Knight. Vesper and I will be ready for inspection whenever. Sure. Oh my... Yeah, I don't understand anything technical. That is so far from my area of expertise. Okay. I think I've done absolutely everything from the event. All the games, all the discrepancies, all the quests. There isn't even an epilogue, which is very sad. Oh, hi Vinny! I hope you're having a lovely day. You can't choose between Escoffier and Flynn's? I don't know if I can help you, but I will tell you my experience. First of all, Escoffier, I have her on my main account. I play her with Novilette in a Hydro Cryo team, and it is my main team. I am super happy with it. It's not a bad team. Escoffier is a great buffer if you have Skirk especially, or other cryo DPSs, and she heals, which is awesome. And she does a lot of damage. And she's a great support in general. Flynn's, I've played him here, and honestly, he's super strong. Like, I don't have his proper team. My team with him only has Aino as a good support for him, and she's not C6. And he still does a ton of damage. And my Flynn's is on the halberd. okay? This is not a good weapon for him. He's awesome. So whichever you choose, they will help you. But again, it matters what other characters you have, so... and which character you like more. You can't stand the urge to spin. Oh, Escoffier is better with other characters. Not with Novilette. She's good with Skirk and other Cryo DPSs. I just love Novilette. The challenge is very insane. It will take many hours. I mean, wait, let me stop the time for today. I'm not going to do anything else today. It's already been over 330 hours. That is insane. Yes, and Ayo is giving you great advice as well. For Vinny. Okay, yeah. The challenge is absolutely insane. Oh, wait. Actually, I want to do just a couple more things. Wait. I don't want to cheat, so... timer is restarted. I will take these things. And also... let me take my dailies. I almost forgot. Oh, Vinny, you have both Skirk and Inefa. Well, Flins is awesome with Inefa, and Escoffier is awesome with Skirk. So... have luck and get both. I know that that's not really an advice, but... it is what it is. Okay. Let's take this.
Add Astra.
And... yes.
Thank you for completing.
Okay. With that, I have officially finished the main event. Oh, am I? Oh my, I'm late. I was supposed to finish a while ago. No, doesn't matter. Today isn't such a busy day. Okay. Tomorrow, I am going to start getting at all the old things I haven't done for the challenge. Now, it will be my turn to just get on with it and defeat Genshin by reading everything. They can't escape this patch. There is so little that is coming. I've already done Varka's quest. I've already done the main event. They've only got a few mini events to go through. I will so defeat them this time. Okay, but for today, I do have to stop here. So, thank you everyone for watching, for chatting with me, for everything. And I hope to see you another day. Bye bye. Also, Vinny, good luck with everything. I hope you get to pull both Flins and Escoffier. Anyway, bye bye for now. See you another time.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about the